The fall season is a short one for the Buffs, about 2 months in total, with practice twice a week, running once a week, and lifting in the mornings. The fall is less about lacrosse and more about getting acclimated to the culture of the team. At Colorado, it's about understanding the commitment and about getting to know one another. As for the coaches, they too are looking to familiarize themselves with the team. Coach Galvin, having been absent for the past 2 years, has only worked with a handful of players on the 2012 roster. Fortunately, taking over the assistant coaching duties are former players, Ben Wise and Marty Taffet. Last year, the graduating class left 18 spots to be filled. For the coaching staff, fall ball is the first chance to begin filling those spots. And for the players, this fall has been about growing up quick. Tonight, 1 week before the end of the fall season, and just days before the scrimmage against Colorado State, early snowfall has moved the Buffs to the indoor football facility. They'll make the most of the opportunity, focusing first on lacrosse and then on conditioning with strength coach Brian Powers. Coach Powers brings with him yet another new culture to be adapted to.
So this is the Warrior of the Week award, going to the hardest training athlete out here of the week.
The previous Warrior gets an input on who the next one's going to be, and he announces and hands off the hat. So, what do you think, buddy?
Alright, this week's Warrior of the Week, so that's my boy Charles. Alright, 1, 2, 3.
You seem a little on the high side, disconnected from me, and a little too anxious.
As practice ends, the Buffs head back to their respective homes. Another day of class begins, and only 1 day remains before the weekend matchup in Golden against the Rams. Given the nature of recruiting in the MCLA, you never really know who is going to show up. This fall, the Buffs were met with many surprises, and as we sat down to talk with them, none caught our attention more than freshman Nick Anderson. When asked what universities Nick was considering, it was soon realized that Nick was a student first and an athlete second. He's a freshman with a unique opportunity to take full advantage of CU and its reputation as a top research university.
I actually chose CU because I got the Betcher Scholarship.
What's that?
It has nothing to do with lacrosse, but it's a full ride scholarship to any school in Colorado. I got into Harvard, Yale, Princeton, University of Pennsylvania, the Naval Academy, the Air Force Academy, and Carnegie Mellon. Yeah, I tutor about 5 hours a week. I also work in a lab about 5 hours a week doing medical research. It's a medical device development lab, so we do things like surgical tools and stuff like that. Let's see, I play the violin, but I'm not in any sort of structured extracurricular with that. I just kind of play with other people.
At practice earlier this fall, in an effort to improve stick skills amongst the freshmen, Coach Taffet took a hacksaw to some of the deep holes, and Nick's was one that fell victim.
oh God, he castrated us. He cut all the freshman deep holes down so we'd have better stick handling. I feel less manly with a short deep hole, but I do handle better.
After interviewing the Buffs, it was great to see a kid like Nick, a player so connected to his academics and yet still able to commit to Coach Galvin's program. He's a kid that we're happy to have represent the team on and off the field. Stepping foot onto the practice field later that night, it's easy to see how a Coach Galvin program is run.
Focus up, fellas, right now. Focus up. Got nothing else to think about, fellas. Let's go. Ridiculous tempo, fellas, all day. Ridiculous tempo, all day. All day, all day, all day. Let's go, Marcus. Playing too slow. Start fast today, fellas. Start fast. We're not starting slow today, gentlemen. We're not starting slow. Our focus is on us, right? We don't care what they say to us. I don't really give a crap what they say about you or whatever, okay? Your focus is on what we're doing.
The Buffs head into the CSU game having defeated NCAA Division II Adams State and MCLA Division II Northern Colorado. Those games were about getting everyone on the field and about giving young players like Nick Anderson their first taste of college lacrosse. The CSU game is a different story, one with more emotion and more at stake. The game is also a chance for Coach Galvin to see a glimpse of who might be ready to play come springtime.
If the ball gets moved, okay, and we go this way, we got to start rotating over. Okay, making sure that we're coming up and rotating. All right, fellas, let's get after it. This is it.
Yo, swagger on three, baby! 1, 2, 3,
Swagger!
But the Buffs start out slow and seem intimidated. Sloppy play results in turnovers on both ends of the field and a 3-0 deficit at halftime.
Up the far side of the field. You have to stay on and bust your butt and make sure you're playing some defense. All right? We don't give up that far side clear. Okay, fellas, little things, fellas, little things. Okay, take care of these little things.
Colorado finally starts to show some signs of life in the second half. Behind the efforts of freshman Jace Gann of Huntington Beach, California, CU finds a way to put one in the back of the net. Before the final whistle blew, the Buffs saw one last-ditch effort from senior midi Thomas Apple. But ultimately it was not enough, resulting in a 5-2 loss to the in-state rival.
You know, we had a very, very good day today. But also what you have to take from this day today, fellas, is that we have to learn and we have to keep getting better. Okay? We have to keep getting better. All right? So what that means, fellas, is that just because we're not really out in the field as a team, okay, on Mondays and Wednesdays and on some Fridays, doesn't mean that we're not going to get better. We're going to try to individualize some things just so we can always keep improving. All right, even as a coach, I want to keep improving to see what type of players you are and what we can do and kind of work towards your strengths. Adams State game, that was one hell of a showing. All right, the ball work, the swagger, everything. Okay, you take what you did on that field and you bring it here. It's probably a little bit closer than the first 3 times we get the ball in offense, we throw the ball away. Okay, fellas, I'm proud of you. I am. I really am proud of you. Yeah. All right, fellas, let's keep working. Okay, keep working. We got a lot to accomplish, and we can do it. Okay, we can do it. Okay, we can accomplish a lot. All right, fellas, break it out. Let's go.
Here we go, guys. Break this down. Let's go. All right, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.